Greetings everyone, it's Bonnie Alexander. I'm here with another class to go, and this time these are the samples that we are going to be making. I'm using the two-tone floral stamp set, which is a two-step stamp set, and I'm using the Something Fancy stamp set and dies, which I'm using all the time these days. And here's the two-tone floral. This is the DSP that I'm using, which is also the Fancy Floral, and it's got fabulous colors and graphics. It's just different, but it just makes the card. And I love when the DSP does all the hard work for me. So let's get started. We're going to start with this. Let me see if I can put this next to it. I did read every one of the comments and hopefully replied to everyone who gave me suggestions from last time. I really needed them, and you guys came through. You took the time, and I so appreciate that. So this cardstock is Starry Sky, and we're going to put the card base to the side, and we're going to start by adhering the DSP to the smaller piece of Starry Sky. Now, in order to get this card and the other two that I'm going to show you, the card kits, you would be getting 6 card kits, 2 of each of these styles. All you need to do is purchase $35 worth of products of your choice. Nothing, I don't dictate that, and you'll get the card kits in the mail. You can see this one. Oh, my paper wants to move. You can see this one. I use my grid paper all the time. I also interrupt myself all the time. So we're going to attach that. Except, see, I wasn't going to do that. I put the card base to the side. So this is what happens when you talk. Then you're going to be putting a piece of the crinkled ribbon around the card. This white crinkled ribbon is so wonderful because you can color it any color. Now we can put it on the card base. And because I do the bows for you, we can add what I call the cheater bow. Can't do it unless I do the cheater style. Not leaving it up to you. So here we go. You can see what I'm doing. So if you order $50 worth of product, you're not only going to get the 6 card kits, but you are also going to get an embellishment. And until the end, this particular card kit is good till order by February 15th. And so you would then get a item from Stampin' Up. Oh, I've got the wrong color. I don't want Night of Navy. I want Starry Sky. Oh, no matter how hard I try, girls, it never fails. It wouldn't be one of my videos, classes, etc. if I didn't have to figure something out. So the stamp I'm using for this is May the Good You Do Come Back to You. Okay? And this tag is from the Something Fancy dies. They're marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. We are going to adhere that with dimensionals, and then I'm going to show you the inside. Now, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I tried to do better. But let's go back over that. If you want these card kits, order $35 worth of product, and I will send them to your 6 card kits to you in the mail. And if you order $50 worth of products, anything that you want, you can then get an embellishment also. So I have my embellishment out here. It's hiding, but not. I found it. I don't know about you guys. I am so messy, and it really irritates me that I'm like that. But anyway, let's add, and these are the iridescent pastel gems. And we are going to add a bigger one in the middle, and then 2 small ones there and there. So that's the front of the card. Nice and simple. The inside of the card, I'm going to show you, has this two-tone floral stamp. So here's how we're going to do that. I'm going to show you this more than once. So we're going to take our ink, and we're going to be using, I want to make sure you see this, the detailed stamp first, and then I'm taking the Calypso Coral ink, and I call it the blob, and it's a little bit hard to set up, but it's not critical. So we're going to take our blob, we did this last time too, I think, and I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp it on the inside. So this card then has a little bit of, oh, well, we don't want that one, that's our sample. And we're going to do this. So here we go. I tried really hard to make sure I had everything. Oops. See, I just got to make sure I'm in the frame when I do this. So that's card number 1. Card number 2 is this card, and I'm going to tweak this a little bit. I want this flower to be closer to our ribbon. So let's get started on this one. And as you can see, you're going to get an envelope just like this that has what you need to create the card in it. So this one is a cool layout. I just learned it, and I think it's so versatile. And we are again, well, we're going to add this to our base. I'm going to put our inside to the side. So there we go. Lickety split. These are not difficult cards, but they all have some sort of wow factor to them. And I hope that you like them. I love the two-tone floral. It just, those flowers just pop out at you. All right, now we're going to take our, we're going to assemble this part of the card, and we're going to take the small piece of Calypso Coral and layer this soft seafoam piece onto it. Whenever, if your tape roller won't run, go and back to where you have some glue and run it over that, and it'll come back. It's a little messier than I wanted it to be. Okay, I did the cardinal sin here. What did I do, girls? I didn't stamp first. So I am going to hope that my stamping skills bail me out, but I always, always, always stamp first, because that way you have the other side. I also, like I said, wanted to move this down, so hopefully I'm going to get that done. This is life, and forgetting is always so much fun for me. Okay, so I'm going to move this down a little bit, but not too much, because see, I'm going to have that line there, so I'm going to have to actually move my ribbon up. So we're going to stamp our detail. We're going to use the same Calypso Coral for our inside blob, and we're going to stamp off. I have done the blob and forgotten to stamp off, and it's just not quite the same, folks. It's definitely, now that's where I got the name blob, because it's all the flower looks like, that is a blob. We don't want that. We want something prettier than that. So, and I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and I am going to color this flower. And sometimes it picks up some of the ink, makes it a little bit darker, and gives it a little more, even a little more oomph than the silvery, pretty, sparkly effect. And it's just this easy to add that much more dimension to the card. Okay, so before we attach it, we are going to take our soft succulent ribbon, seafoam ribbon. And I'm going to place it here, and hopefully this kind of bow you are going to be able to make on your own. So you're just going to take the top, you're just going to tie a knot. And how many times have you heard someone doing one of these videos that says, it's so hard to tie a bow when you're on camera? And so I am going to reiterate that. Now, I didn't get that tight enough, so we're going to try it again. The other thing that I'm dealing with is nails that are too long. I need a manicure badly, and that's on tomorrow's list. It's been really cold here. And I have a thing. I'm not a cold weather person at all. And I just avoid going out in it at all costs. So last week when I was supposed to go, all the snow, etc., I didn't do it. But tonight I'm going out into it. There's a college basketball game. Our alma mater, Bradley University, is playing, and they're playing for first place. They've got a big competitor coming to town, and so I will be having fun there. Okay, I'm not having fun here, girls. And what I would suggest is making sure your nails are short. And if you really need extra help, get some of those squeezy tweezers. So we're going to snip this smaller, this bow smaller. Okay, then included is this little banner die, and again, that's from the Something Fancy stamp set. We're going to stamp our happy birthday and attach it with glue dots. Now this is where the mini glue dots come in real handy, and of course I didn't bring them over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these small side pieces. I hope nobody wastes these and throws these out. I had that happen at a class. A gal, we had used all the inside of the sheet and she threw all the outsides out, and I'm like, what? Don't do that. Those are worth everything too. And sometimes we just need this size. So hang on to that because they are very useful and they come off way easier without these nails. I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool, which is definitely one of my all-time favorite tools. Let's put it the right way on. I always use my grid paper. I line the paper up, then I can line this up. I think I've told you before, my depth perception isn't the greatest. So, and this, I'm going to add dimensionals on the top. And because it's popped up on the bottom, I'm just going to put Stamp and Seal on the bottom. And we're going to adhere it to the front. Like that. Again, I line it up. And we've got our pretty iridescent. Let's see here. We'll just choose all the same color, the coral. And put these on here, and the outside of the card is done. And the inside, we are going to stamp Grateful for the Everyday Magic of You, again, out of the Something Fancy. Sometimes when I read these, I think, I don't know, that doesn't sound like me. And then I wanted to put a happy birthday, so what better to say that you're grateful for someone? Okay, this is a repeat performance, so I'm gonna go pretty quickly. Detail, blob, stamped off, I'm trying to hide it, and then stamped on. Who doesn't love a blob? And of course gonna do our Wink of Stella also too. I don't take a lot of time with this, as you can tell. And in an effort to make these short and sweet, these videos short and sweet like I like them, I'm going to keep going. Now the last card we're going to do is a sympathy card. And it's got lots of layers. It's going to take longer. But it really, really shows off the versatility of the paper and the stamp set and dies. So there you go. That's card number 2. Card number 3 is a sympathy card. And it got, as I said, the stamp set and the die have come from the Something Fancy. I just made a big mess trying to close my Calypso Coral. I apologize. I have been froggy all day. So we've got lots of layers with this, and we are going to get going on it. Let's see if I can clean up just a bit, because we don't use everything that we did with the other ones. And I hope I don't get Calypso Coral on it. Here we go. Here's our envelope. And this is soft suede and soft succulent, and we're using vanilla cardstock this time. So this is a lot of assembly. And I guess I need a new blade too. Okay. Always fun to find these things out when you're trying to impress people. Actually, impress is not the right word, but I do hope you're enjoying this, and I hope that I can give you a few pointers and things that you didn't know before. Again, I always open mine up. I don't need to have 2 extra layers here when I'm lining up. And we've got that one. This is our vanilla, and it is embossed, and it will be embossed for you with the time-worn embossing folder. And it gives it some beautiful dimension. So now we've got our layers. I'm going to set it aside because we've got more layers to put together. I just love this card. I had fun making it. It took me a minute or 2 to figure out what I wanted, but I really liked the result. And of course, sympathy cards are sometimes hard to make, but they are sometimes the things we need the most. If you need something on hand, it's a sympathy card, a card on hand. You can plan for a birthday, or a baby, or thinking of you, but we're usually very surprised and we want to have it and be timely with them. So again, you'll be getting 2 of these card kits, and this just really shows off, in my opinion. Oh, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, and I did it anyway. Yoy, 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 yoy. Okay, this was the one I really needed to make sure I didn't put the card base together, because we have we're going to put a ribbon here, and we're going to just, oh no. You know what? I goof up more than I can tell you. It's around everything. So I was right. It's not like me, but I was right. So now I'm going to have the added. Okay, I'm going to reach for my silicone mat, because I put the adhesive on this, and I shouldn't have. And now I don't want it to stick to my paper. So here we go. Now these cards will be different, because when you cut this 6x6 paper, it does end up different. Let's get this right. All right. I love these colors together. All right, now we can put our ribbon on. There we go. I've already got it adhered. And then we are going to stamp our sentiment, which is right here with the soft suede. And, oops, I caught it. It didn't land on the floor. I guess I didn't catch it. I don't see the Oh, it fell off. So, there we go. I hope that you enjoy the absolute predictability that I am going to definitely have something go wrong. So, with deepest sympathy, we'll go there. And I'm going to adhere that with dimensionals also. But when I have ribbon, I try to put it at the top and the bottom, not necessarily the sides, because nothing sticks to the ribbon as well. I mean, the ribbon, you know, it's a different material, so it doesn't stick as well. And that's just going to go right here. All right, now let's just add a little bit more layers, more adhesive, and we'll add it to our card. It all adds up. Lots of layers to make a beautiful card. Our inside, we are going to go ahead and put Berry Vanilla onto our soft succulent. But before we do that, I'm going to put some stems on the inside. Again, this is from the Two-Tone Floral, and this is how I do a lot of my insides. Full ink, then I just don't ink it up again, and I go again. And it gives it the 3 dimensions. It looks like 3 different colors, but it's not so harsh. So that's one of the things that I like to do. Get this out of the way because I'm very good at getting ink on me. All right, now we can put that on the inside of our card. These are 3 fun, simple cards that hopefully you'll enjoy because they aren't difficult, but they do have a wow value, wow to them. So there we go, girls. This is what you're going to be getting. Kits for 2 of these, this card, kits for these 2 cards, and I'll find the other one. It's here somewhere. And our Starry Sky card. I'm really loving that Starry Sky. But, well, you can always count on my light falling also. I don't know. There's something about it. It just doesn't seem to want to stay upright. All right, the other card. Oh, it fell. Guess what? It fell. There we go. So these are the 6. You'll be getting enough for kits for make 6 cards. And please, I will have in the Facebook the host code that you need to use to order and more information. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.